Good evening, everybody. It's good to see you back here again. Going to take a few minutes to let everybody get logged in. I've got some new stuff to show you, like I promised. And thanks to one of our watchers, Mary Walker, we're going to make something new and fun together. So I'm going to wait for everybody to kick on. Let me know where you're at and what the temperature is, because right here it's hot and sunny. Looking for a new high. Come on, guys, where are you? There's Bonnie Brown. You're my first one. How you doing today, Bonnie? Everybody having a good summer so far? I've got my, I'm going to get it real quick. Hello, Mary Walker. I just was mentioning you. Hello, Anne. Welcome, welcome. What part of Illinois are you in, Anne? I got my new Gift Galores folded already. I got it yesterday. So I made a total of 10 different Gifts Galore fronts, and I'm going to show you what I've done with them. My cousins live in the suburbs of Chicago, and that's pretty cool. Hi, Kellyanne. Welcome. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Danielle. Lisa. Hello. From San Antonio. Hello, Dawn. You're welcome, Bonnie. I'm glad you like your tattoo. Hello, Gloria, my friend. So we got a lot of, hi, Karen. Got a lot of little things to talk about. So hopefully if you're in the Folded Club, you got the Gift Galore thing. What's really neat about it is you can't screw it up. And I promise you, all I used were scraps. I did not, the only thing I got new out was when I was making the actual folded card, of course. So that's all. Hi, Alma. Hi, Jan. So that's what I'm going to show you today, what I did and the different things I came up with. Of course, again, I did not use any new paper pad sheets. I used only the scraps that I had. And when she says you can use little bits of scraps, she wasn't kidding. So this is my first folded. And it has the box lid tipped, and it says it's got the happy day sticker underneath. You can see it better live and in person, but that's the first one. Hi, Carol, my friend. I miss you. Hey, how's your hand doing? Carol had carpal tunnel surgery. So there's my first one. I made 6 of these lovely foldeds and 5 of these foldeds in 5 different colors. And I had a blast. Again, all scraps. I did not use any paper pad, brand new. And let me tell you, I had more fun than a barrel of monkeys. I had more fun doing these than anything. Of all my foldeds, I think this is my favorite. It's fast, but it can take time if you're trying to matchy things. So once I stopped doing that and just went nuts, I didn't care what it turned out like this one in particular. It just all seemed to come together. But I really had a good time making those. So that's all 5 of those. Then I took one of the card fronts and I decorated it and I cut it in half and I got this beauty. And check out my stenciling on the decollage card. And I even did some stenciling on the bottom, on the inside. I haven't put my sentiments in yet. You know me, I'm a procrastinator. I haven't decided what to do. But didn't these turn out cute? They're so much fun. Just a regular decollage card. And look how fun that is, especially with the when you're doing the stenciling. That stenciling really makes it, you guys. I really think it does anyway. It just adds all the bells and whistles to it. Again, I stenciled real lightly on just the bottom part of the card. This is my pride and joy. I made A1 boxes. So it looks like it's a box of presents. And if you open up the box, I had some present stickers, so I just stuck them inside. Don't know what I'm going to put in them for, selling, because they do have room for gift cards or a small gift, whatever. And I just took my brush in purple and just went around the edges and highlighted a little bit on this purple box. But on my gray box, I got a little crazy. I did stenciling on the back of the box. You can see some of it, not much of it showing, but I also took it all around the edge. Doesn't that look fun? Oops, that's upside down. So this one's my favorite. It's pink and silver. And I really, really like this one. A lot going on. And again, you can put whatever you want on the inside, and you just put your boxes together. If you've never made these A1 boxes, they're so simple it's stupid. And the only thing I did different on the tops of the boxes was I just didn't butt them up to the edge. I left them just a little tiny gap. In fact, if you watch Stephanie's video on how to do these boxes, she shows you how to do just that. And last but not least, the one I did nothing on as far as matchy, it all turned out really cute. And all my rhinestones were leftovers. All my glitter paper and all my super shiny paper, the hologram paper, it was scraps. I didn't use any whole pieces. And again, I just put some presents on the inside. And then you just put this thing back together like that. So Carol had her carpal tunnel surgery. She's doing great. Oh, they removed my carpal and metal carpal bone removed. And she started physical therapy today. Very cool. She's going to have new hands when this is all done, gang. She needs them because her hands are shot. How many cards do you put in the boxes? What price do you sell them for? When I sell these as a gift pack, I put 4 A1 size cards in here, and they fit beautifully with the envelopes. And I sell it for $25. And I usually get it. If they buy, well, one lady bought 3. So instead of 75, I just charged her 70. I took another 5 off for her. And a lot of times I'll take A1 cards that are all different styles and shapes and all that crap. Stuff. And I let them pick out the ones that they want because everybody has different tastes. Because some are kind of childlike. But I'm making a lot more A1 cards now since Stephanie's giving us all these A1 dies. It's easy peasy to make them. So I've been talking with Mary Walker. And Mary Walker saw this thing on Facebook. And it was a holder that you put on a water bottle, an unopened water bottle. You put this little holder on it, and then you stick a packet of the flavored powders in there. And you can sell them like that or give them away. So her and I were going to come up with how to make them on the dimensions, and she came up with the recipe already on how to make them. So what I did, I copied her dimensions, her diagrams, and I made one in less than 5 minutes. That's all it is it's a 8.5 length piece of paper, and you cut it 3 inches wide. You're going to do that. Just make that and make a whole bunch. I cut a whole bunch of these out, just running them through my guillotine, and I just 1, 2, 3. So I made those. Then what you're going to do is your base is going to be 8.5 by 3. You're going to measure up from the bottom 2 inches, and you're going to score it. You're going to measure down from the top 2.5 inches, and you're going to score it. You're going to score that. Then you're going to get a hole punch. You're going to punch a hole in the center of the top. You're going to fold this bottom part up. You're going to put aggressive tape here on the inside and here on the inside so it makes a pocket. This part bends back, goes on the water bottle. Easy peasy. You can make a whole bunch of these up. I was looking, remember a couple of episodes ago, I was asking for ideas of things to make at the craft fairs. Something different to put out. These are adorable because you can put the little pouches of flavoring in it for the water. However, I got that wonderful card, a Z-fold card, that a thank you card that was made for me. And she put in these paper flowers. So to show it off even better, I just stuck them in the pouch. Isn't that cute? And I just grabbed a piece of scrap paper. I had the corner of it was all kind of watered up. So anyway, something different. It's a water bottle attachment. The thicker the cardstock, the better it's going to hold on, and it's going to support the pouches better. So I highly recommend that. It's really dry and hot here, so I'm drinking a lot of water. I also forgot to tell you guys last week on the Disney stuff. I went to Michael's, and they were closing out a lot of the old Disney stuff. So I bought a whole bunch, and if you bought one, you got two free. And then if you have your discounts, I don't know if you guys aren't a member, join, because you can get so much stuff there. Anyway, they had Disney ribbon. I ordered one of them because they didn't have it in stock. And they do orders if other stores still have it available. So check with them. So next week, I'm going to try and have some Disney cards made. I was going to do A1 cards for the Disney, and then I was going to do a card front with the presents with Disney paper on it, so it looked like I had Disney wrapping paper. But don't forget to use your stencils to do your boxes. It goes on so fast and easy. And I made the mistake of deciding to do the stencil work after I already put the box lid together. But if you did it when it was flat, you make things so much easier. But I love the way pink and gray look together. And of course, I use pink and silver and all this, which made it super, super, super easy. So when you're stenciling, I made a couple of mistakes. And if I don't know if you can, oh, right here you can tell. Or some of the green went into the yellow when I was doing it. But it turns out to be a happy mistake. It looks cute still when you mix the colors up by accident. So I'm really pleased with how these turned out. And then all my little dots, I have tons of these stashed everywhere. I'm sure you guys do too, because we get them for everything. But the bows that Stephanie gives us in our kits. Okay, where's a good example? I thought I did one. With a regular bow, and I cut the streamers off. Maybe not. No, I didn't cut the streamers off. Oh, yes, I did. On this pink bow, it had streamers, and I just cut them off so it looked like a regular bow, as opposed to leaving the tails on this one. And I mixed matched, my bows. These white pearl ones look so cool on there, don't they? They're my favorite. I have so many of those. They start their 10% seniors at age 55. Yeah, Kellyanne, that's really good with them. They do a really good job on the senior stuff. Most places do 55, some are 60. You have to ask for it. They don't automatically give it to you. A lot of the kids that work there, they don't know any better. Okay, it was the green bow that I cut the tail off of. And the one box, I didn't have a saying to put underneath the lid. So I just put a whole bunch of those squiggles. See all those fun squiggles? They look really cool in person. They're just so much fun. I really had a good time with this card kit, with this folded. 10 cards in less than a day. I think that's pretty fabulous. At least it is for me. What are you guys working on right now? Anybody working on the new stuff? I got all my supplies for the scooter class. And I did all my downloads of the paper, which I'm really super stoked about. And I also got this one, because Stephanie showed us how the scooter was on this slide, and you pulled it, and it looked like the scooter was driving. So I'm going to cut these out too. But I got all my scooter stuff that she sent for the class. And she sent us these stencils, but on our printouts, it came with, I know those are supposed to be poofs from the, what's it called? The smoke from the scooter. But she also sent us on a printout, which I hope you guys are all taking the class. Anyway, it looks like clouds. So I printed those out too. I don't know what we're going to do exactly with them. She's going to tell us. If you guys haven't joined the class, you should. They're so much fun. And the price is really good. She gives you 3 cards that you make while you're doing the class. It's really fast. Yeah, it's a good time. Kellyanne, you're making graduation cards. Oh, you made 20. Finish them up tomorrow. Then she will move on to birthday cards. Trying to build up that inventory for the 7th. Good for you. You're going to do really good. The more the inventory, the better. Oh, good, Kellyanne, you're going to take your, I know, I only took one of her classes, and it was the last one she had with the bulletin board, and I really had a good time doing that. So I was hoping she'd have something fun to do, and I happen to have a scooter, so I was really excited about it. And then the paper she always gives us for the class, we don't even come close to touching that. I mean, we make so much more. So if anybody wants me to make them a copy of the water holder, where did it go? Anyway, I can make the directions. I can make a copy and mail them to you if you want them. It's for this thing that holds the packets of the water flavoring, or you can even put a little granola bar or something in it. It just depends on what you want to put in it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of the holders and have them decorated differently, set them on a few bottles around, and then just let the people, I'll have a basket because there's different flavors of bottle that you want to flavor your water with, and some granola bars, and I'll let them pick it out and put it in the holder. And I'm probably going to sell those for about $2 each, only because the cardstock paper costs you what, 40 cents. You can make 4 of them out of it. I'm sorry, 3 of them out of it. And then whatever embellishments I'm going to use on it are usually scrap embellishments. So I'm not going to get crazy decorating them. And then when you buy the cases or whatever, the boxes, those flavored fruitings, each of them are not very much. So if anybody wants one of these diagrams for me to mail them to you, just let me know. Oh, and the way I made my little rounded corners, I don't know if you guys have got this, but it is a corner maker. And the best way to show it is on the back. You stick the paper in. Stick the paper in to where you can see it. See the little corner? Oh, maybe you can't. You can barely see it. See that little blue? You stick it in there, you punch it, and voila, you got a corner. Ta-da! Corner, corner. So anyway, when you fold it, and you go to, when you fold it up for your pocket, and you've already put the aggressive tape on the inside of either one of these, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your little corner hold thing, and you can get them at Michael's. I don't think Stephanie sells these. And it's 3 different sizes. Whatever one you want to do is fine. So it's a crocodile punch. Yeah, Mary, that's what it is. That's kind of, they're all called something different. This is an easy hole puncher. I think I got it at Michael's for like $4.99 or something stupid. Anyway, I use it on a lot of things to make round corners. So you just put the aggressive tape on the inside, stick your little pouch in there. After you scored this line and you cut your hole, I use the new circle one she had that's kind of jaggedy. I thought it looked cuter. And that's it. Just pop it on the thing. But if you want it, instant message me on Facebook with your address, and I'll be happy to mail you one. Okay, so we went over that. I don't have any giveaways tonight, you guys. I'm really sorry. I know I've been doing pretty good at giving you guys stuff, but I actually got to the point where I don't have too many leftovers. And I can't remember who, but one of the viewers that is not able to watch live, she watches on the rerun. She happened to want the peacock, so I mailed that to her, and she watches a lot. Hi, Cynthia. Do you live by Disneyland? If you do, I'm going to come stay with you. Just kidding. The 7th is creeping up pretty soon too, Kellyanne. Oh, Danielle is doing cards for soldiers. Someone shared on Facebook group last week. The measurements are on here, Carol. It's an 8.5 inch long cut, 8.5 inches by 3 inches wide. That's this whole entire piece of paper. Then you are going to measure down 2.5 inches from the top, and you're going to score it and fold it. Then you're going to measure 2 inches from the bottom. You're going to come up and score it and fold it. You're going to use aggressive tape the inside here and the inside here. Do your little corner cutting. You're going to get a hole punch for the middle of here. Do your corner cutting, and it's done. But yeah, Carol, I'll mail you this. I have to mail you your glasses. I just found them. Carol left her glasses here when she was here last time, and I just found them. So I'll mail you one of these in your box with your glasses. So you will have that. I didn't see that, Danielle, on Facebook about where we can mail cards for the soldiers. Now, I don't know how true this is, so somebody find out for us. I was told that we can't use anything shiny on the fronts that reflect the sun, so it gives their positions away. I don't know where they're getting their mail, if they're actually in a barracks or if they're just sitting around and then they pull them out. I don't know. So I don't know if there's certain requirements, sizes, or whatever. Rescue California. Hi, Cheryl. It's really hot here. It's 103 today, and it's kind of getting mucky because I think it's going to rain. It's miserable here. I hate it here in the summer. Can you please take a picture of the water holder tag and the instant message, then instant message it to me? Yes, Margot, I can do that. I can instant message any of you. Margaret Klender. I am demo. Okay. It works great on a water bottle. I also just happened to have, because I didn't have a water bottle like that in the room, but I had my lotion bottle. Look how cute it looks on the lotion bottle. I mean, obviously you're not going to put a flavor packet in it, but even with just the flowers, for a quick gift, instead of having to gift wrap something, if you get somebody something like this that's got a top on it, why not? It's very versatile. And Bella Andrews, you want me to, you know what, you guys? Instead of me sitting here and wasting time taking all this down, instant message me, water bottle, and I'll send you the picture. If you could do that, that would be great. Yeah, that way it'll save me a little bit of postage too, but I don't mind mailing stuff out. They had a lot of cute stamps at the beginning of the year, turtles and what's it called, Ferris wheels and all these different kinds. And I bought like 5 books of stamps, and I'm finally now just getting to the point where I'm getting kind of low on them. Again, don't forget to use your stencils, you guys, when you're making these. See how cute that is. I did it all the way around, and I didn't really pay attention to doing it a certain thickness and making sure they were all evenly colored. I just brush dusted it around, which means I just flow side to side. That's what I call brush dusting it. I just laid the stencil on there and I just took my sponge thing and I went across. That's all I did. Where these, I'm a little bit more careful with and making sure I get the colors a little bit better. Again, that's brush dusting it too, where you just go swiping it once across. I don't know if that's what it's technically called. That's what I call it because that's how I remember what I'm doing. A 1-box kid birthdays paper. I didn't make a paper vase. Well, I guess I did make a paper vase. I can't find, the little vase, the paper one we made that has the flowers, bouquets, and I can't find mine, but that doesn't mean I don't have it. It's around here somewhere. Okay, guys, what else do we want to talk about? Oh, there was so much. Now, did you guys also order the paper pack when you signed up for your class? Because it comes with a die. You get 24 sheets of paper that they're going to use during the class, and then it sent you a die for Enjoy the Ride. So yeah, I got that too. Did I make the toolbox yet, Karen? Nope, did not. I have it sitting there right there on my station, ready to go. I got the postage stamp, the postage stamp card. That's an old one where it looks like it's got all the little cutouts in it. I was going to do that one next because I thought that was cute. I'll probably do the toolboxes next week, only because I know Father's Day is coming up. I don't have a father. I don't give one to my boys. The toolbox looks fun though because it has a whole bunch of different stuff inside of it. I mean, it has all the different tools. Yes, I did get the cascading card, Mary Walker, and I love it. It's so much fun to do, and it's so super stupid easy. I mean, you cannot screw that card up. To put it together is easy. And what I do when I'm cutting the inserts for it, I cut them all one way, and I know that they don't go on every angle. Then I flip the other page, same page, and do it the other, and flip it and do it backwards. Then you've got your matching inserts all the way across, and it doesn't come out. Yeah, that cascading card, it looks like it's something technically hard, and it's not. It's super easy. Don't be afraid of these things, you guys, because when Stephanie invents these, she invents them for a reason, to be easy, because if you're having a hard time, you're not going to buy anything of hers. So she knows what she's doing there. Um, baby animals just cut out in the postage stamps, and it has a raccoon. I'm excited. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my koalas, and I also have all the little pudgies. So I thought about doing the pudgies just for whimsical kid cards and even some baby cards. Making the postages baby stuff and having something different in each one of those. I get some embellishments at Michael's. Again, when I tell you that embellishments are very reasonable for Stephanie. Um, when you go to places like Michael's and they want here's a perfect example. Let me show you. Oh yeah, you know what else I got, guys? I got the sun. I got the sun die, so I can make a big sun. I like that when she was showing it on one of the cards. But when she gives you embellishments, let's talk about this little package first of all, the puffy stickers. When she gives you these, when you buy them at Michael's, you get like half this much, and I guarantee you they're $5 to $10.99. I'm not kidding you. The $5.99 might have been only 3 rows, and it's usually stuff that's out of date, like Easter stuff or whatever, and that's a big thing. These lovely guys, these little rubberized poly happy faces, these are $15. They had almost the exact same thing in Michael's, almost identical. I saw it online. They were just different colors. They were $14.99, $15 and they only had 3 in them. So when she does embellishments and she puts them on the thing for sale. Now, when she puts the embellishments up for sale, she'll give you 3 packets of this for $9.99 almost every time. That's what they cost. So yeah, everybody thinks, oh, she makes so much money off her embellishments. She might, but she also, it's a good deal. I think it's a great deal. And I've been buying embellishments long before I was making cards. Kyoko, hello from Japan. Oh, I feel so honored. Welcome, welcome. And Ollie is from Australia. I don't know if she's still in Switzerland and Paris, but I was her shipping buddy, and I just sent her HSN stuff in the mail yesterday, so hopefully she'll get that sometime. It's really expensive to send from here, but she wanted it. I ordered the paperback because of the extra in it. Yeah, Kellyanne. I just like when she puts together the combos, because then it's a no-brainer for me. Do you think I would have ever picked these colors? Let me just do a little Stephanie thing here for you guys, because I'm looking at that scooter and I'm thinking the colors I would like my scooter to be, not the colors that, necessarily make sense. But I personally would have picked out, and I'm not copying Stephanie. I've always liked teal, pink, and purples. Those have always, always, always been my favorite colors. I have never differentiated from that. So that being said, my gosh, she gave us so many. I'm sitting here going through them, and I can't believe how many different colors she gave us. This is crazy town. Ooh, now this is a color I would have never picked. I think it's poppy. I would have never picked that, not in a billion years. But these are all, and I think there's 2 sheets of everything. 3, 6, 8. These are all the different colors, you guys. I would never in a million years pick these colors. I mean, the blue's pretty and the yellow's okay. I would never pick them. I am only going to use these colors because I got to get out of my comfort zone. I mean, you can tell. Look what I've done. Pinks, violets, the light teals or the turquoise. I mean, obviously, I'm in a funk. I'm stuck on the same colors. Now, I did get brave and throw in yellow. I'm not a yellow person. Oh, and this is where I really went outside the box, is on these 2. I put red in there. I am not a red person, but I keep trying to go outside the box on what I'm doing. These are normally my fun colors. I'm a pastel, and yeah, I got out of my comfort zone a little bit, but nothing like I'm going to when I make the scooter and do the class. That's going to be so much fun. And you know what's part of the fun is doing the homework to get ready for it. I think that's a blast. I printed out the sheet, tells you all your instructions, tells you what you have to cut, what dies you have to have. And then if you join the club, we got 8 different printouts this time. So you don't have to buy, well, they don't have a paper pad for it, but you can print them out anytime you want. And they have this color, the red and blue scooter, and a yellow and a green scooter. That dog cracks me up. The expression on his face is just too much. So, see, that blue's pretty. I use that a lot. But again, I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm doing things that I normally wouldn't do. Okay, guys, who's got some questions for me? Yes, Mary Walker, thank you for sharing on how to make that water bottle thing. I can believe she told me that at about 4 o'clock, and I whipped a couple up and easy peasy. Just, you can make about 10 or 15 of them up in half an hour. I mean, it's nothing, especially if you have a guillotine. So I got excited because I don't remember what card she was demoing the other night, but she had a sun on it. And what she did with the sun is she put it on the corner of the card. Come on, Debbie, think like this. Oh, this is one of those that's hard to put in. Danny, hi, you made it. My favorite card base, Danielle, is now this guy. This Gifts Galore. Only because you can use up all your little crappy little pieces that are laying around and they're too pretty. Like this flower one. I have always liked it. Now, you can't get it anymore. I've got lots of little pieces of it. So I figured, what the heck? How are you today, Danny? So I got this sun. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start making them. It's a big one and a little one. And she literally had the full sun, but she put it in the, stupid Debbie. She put it in the corner and then she cut off the part she didn't use. I would have never thought to do that. And I've seen people where they've done it before, but I keep forgetting about it. So when she does that and reminds us every once in a while, it's just nice to know. Danny, I'm not going to presume you're a girl. Are you a girl or a guy? It doesn't really matter if you don't want to say. But welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, I got the sun. I'm going to cut some of those out tomorrow. I'm going to try and do some cards in different ways that I've never done them in. You're a girl. I like to see guys on here. Guys that are making cards, because they usually have the best imaginations. Not anything against us. So Mary, you added an extra layer on the back and make it a standalone card. I like it better than adding it to another card base. Which one are you talking about? Oh, the cascading. Yeah, I do too, Mary Walker. On the cascading card, if you just glue it right to the card, it only cascades twice out, but if you put it on a backing, it does it even more. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, guys, what do we want to talk about? Ribbon. I got to remember to start using ribbon more on my projects. I have so much ribbon. It's pathetic. I got it all organized and pulled it out where pieces of it are hanging down so I can just look over there and go, oh, yeah. Does anybody have different ideas for ribbon? I was going to put some ribbon on some of these cards, but I don't know how easy that would be. And plus, you get that purple and that pink mylar or hologram. And it's like, why bother? That stuff's so cool. And these squiggles are a blast. But oh, please, 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 when you're cutting out the squiggles, make sure you have it on adhesive sheet on the back of that paper, because gluing them is almost impossible. It's really bad. Okay, guys, I'm running into things to talk about. I had a list and I'd already covered it. I guess I talked too fast. I also have, now for selling something like this, a card box, I don't stamp my name on the back of it, but I have address labels that has my Crafty Cards by Debbie and my phone number on it. And it's just an address label. It doesn't have my address, just my phone number and the name of my company. And I just put those on the back. So that way everybody knows where they're coming from. I don't stamp the backs of my boxes. Okay, we talked about the foldeds. My adhesives. Every adhesive I use is from Stephanie. Now Carol had me buy one at Michael's that she thought I'd like better, but I don't like them. I don't like it at all. The bottle's too hard for me to manipulate with my hands, and it's clear. I like the white glue. Dries clear, you can't tell, and I like it because I can control the pressure easier. I don't have I don't have strength in my hands or consistent strength in my hands. So when I'm pushing on the glue bottle that Stephanie has for us, excuse me, it makes it real easy for me to. I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay. When I'm using the glue, I can just hold it in my hand, and I usually hold it with my left hand, which is my weakest hand, and I barely push on it, and I can get a stream. I can do, when I did these right here, I just went across and up and down, and then stuck the sticker on it. I use her aggressive tape that she sells, and I also use her tape runner in the purple one or magenta. This is the one that I got, this mono liquid glue from Tombow. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's clear, and it doesn't clog. It's really good. But I don't like it because it's clear, and I like to see where my glue's going. When it's clear, I can't see it, and I don't know if I skipped a spot or whatever. Because with my hands and having no feeling, I can't tell if I actually squirted out enough or not. I thought about transferring it to one of Stephanie's bottles. I probably will because I won't waste it. I'm terrible about that. I will not waste it. Otherwise, I use her white glue. I use her tape runner. Tape runners here in Phoenix, I can tell you right now, when I use the tape runner, it's great if I'm doing something quick that I don't even know when I use the tape runner. Oh, if the paper's thinner, it'll stick better. But in Phoenix, it gets so hot, just being in the car going to a show or something, I'll pull my cards out and things have actually gotten soft and come unglued. Even with this, it works okay, but I'd rather just use her glue. And I'm real handy dandy with this stuff. I just put her on my wrist, pull it out, put her on my wrist, pull it out, put it down, roll it on my wrist, pull it out, pull it down. I love this stuff. I have never tried Barely Art Glue, Carrie. I have not. I've always liked Stephanie's glue, and maybe it's because now I've used it for so long, I'm in the habit of it, so I've got better control with it. I never have a speck of it go to waste when my bottles get real low. I'm tired of shaking them, even though they're upside down. I put one on top of the other. I let them all drip in. It's great. I use a regular or 3D embossing folders. You have an Anna Griffin cutting machine. How do you use your regular or 3D embossing folders? The way that the directions says use them. You should look into the Misty Precision Glue Press. It's like a light glue gun. I probably wouldn't be able to hold that, Danielle, but I have no qualms with her glue. I've got like 20 bottles. I don't. So when I do my Anna Griffin plates, these are the regular ones. It's just a plastic plate. You can tell how worn this is. You can't see through it at all anymore. Used to be able to see through that. Then our sheets are things that go on the bottom, and this hardly has anything on it because it's my bottom sheet, so it should never be cut into. But this is magnetic. This is a magnetic pad, and yes, it bends. It's supposed to bend. It's flimsy. This never bends. This never gets warped. This is how it stays all the time. The magnetic plate sits on top. My paper goes on there, and then I put my die on top of that, and I put this on top of that. And it never, ever, ever, ever warps. Now, my embossing, excuse my big butt, but I'm going to have to get up. When I do embossing, it comes with a different set of plates. Let me get a die out so I can show you guys what I do. Okay. I take that same bottom that I had from before. I take out the magnetic sheet, and on the bottom goes her, and Anna Griffith sells this with her machines, is a metal plate. It's just a metal plate. It goes on the bottom, just like that. Then you take your die. We'll use this lovely dandy little sun. You put it on top, face up, so the cutting part's on top. Then you put this silicone rubber mat. Oh no, you put your paper on top of that. But your paper, your die, face up, and your metal plate on top of the paper. That's what's only going to emboss it and not cut it all the way through. And then you put your top back on and you run it through. Mary, why is it still sitting in the box? This is the best die cutting machine you'll ever own. It's so easy and it goes so fast, it's stupid. A lot of the embossing folders have some kind of a thickness that you put between the plate and the pressure, because the pressure comes from the top rollers pushing down. So because that rubber's there, it's pushing down, but it's not going to cut it all the way through. Does that make sense? If you have trouble with it, Mary, instant message me and I'll give you my phone number and I can probably talk you through it. Maybe we can do a video call and I can kind of help you with it. I love it. I didn't used to do a lot of embossing and now I do tons of it. I really like the way, I'll show you what I did use it for is, okay, when we get these lovely little cards to make, my biggest problem is you've got this big blank space. Where does it lay in proportion? It doesn't just go plump down because you're cutting out all these different, patterns. With that being said, I put the top one down before I glued it to the back of the folded card. I put the top card down, did my embossing on it, so it just gave a loose look of where everything goes. You can't see it on my turned out cards because it just showed me where, okay, this box goes here. Well, there's a little thing hidden right underneath here, right underneath there, that where it embossed for part of the box. Can't see it because I put all the decorations inside there. So yeah, I need to do that. I need to make sure that I do a lot of embossing for that. When I get any card base that you're going to put down, let me show you what I'm talking about in case you're not understanding what I'm saying, because sometimes I don't talk right. Oh, I've got so much stuff on my desk, I don't know where anything is. I just had it here. Oh, there it is. So when you're doing your card front, see, you've got the outer one to do the card fold with. But when you're doing this guy, this bad boy, see all these lines? It embosses those lines in this cutout. So I can see where to put this piece, and this piece. This piece, the ribbon, and this piece. It shows you on the card. It's imprinted. It's just a dent. And that is what keeps me to making everything look accurate and like I'm a real professional, which I'm not. Oh, please. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Give me the thumbs up. I love her. Share. Please subscribe. I need all the points I can get. It really makes a difference. Don't you love our magnets? Ta-da. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. But it's a lot of fun making all this stuff. Now, I don't know if I told you guys this, but whenever I get some of her embellishments in these little bags, I keep the bags. Because when I was cutting out all that stuff, I have all these extra stuff to make more cards with that I didn't even come close to using. I just kept cutting out a bunch of different dies or different patterns because I didn't know which ones I wanted to use. So I just kept cutting them all out. I'll figure out which ones I want to use, and then I'll put the rest back in our kangaroo pouch I have the more delicate ones that I cut that I did not put in bags that I wanted to keep. So yeah, it's really nice. I love the new kangaroo pouches or pockets. They're not pouches, they're pockets. Okay, guys, any more questions? Art glitter glue. Somebody else told me about art glitter glue. Okay, see, I don't live where it's cold. I live where it's hot. And I need something that's not going to re-wet itself. For some reason, the running tape will re-moisturize. It'll get soft, and then anything you use this on will kind of slip or fall off. When I do a show, I always bring this, 3 different sizes of scissors. I bring extra ribbon. I bring a couple pieces of extra cardstock, usually white or a light color. I bring my happy birthday stamp, and I bring black ink just in case something didn't get, because I can't do any die cutting there, but I have a lot of pre-cut things that if something is not on it, or say it's a plain card, say I didn't put an insert in this, say there's nothing in this at all. Somebody wanted it to say happy birthday. Boom, boom, stamp it there, off and they go. So what is the art glitter glue? Does it have glitter in it? Or is that just the name of it? And is it the same price as Stephanie? I got 12 of these bottles sitting around, so I won't be buying glue anytime soon. Plus, when I get done with these, I am going to finish up this bottle that Carol made me buy. I've used it down to there, so I am using it. I really need to see where my glue is going. That really bothers me. So yeah, I don't like the clear glues because I can't see it. And her glue, there's 5 spots on here that her glue ran over, and you can't see them. It dries perfectly clear. So yeah, I've never heard of Barely Art, but we'll see. I've discovered a new place. Carol and I did when she was out here. A new crafting place, and they do classes once a week. So I was thinking about going and seeing what they had. They had a lot of first responders paper, and we bought a lot of that, and I made a couple cards out of that already. Gloria, I already showed you guys how to do the boxes. Oh, you mean you want me to show you the card, how to make the card? Stephanie really showed us better than I could. Go watch your video, Gloria, because she did a better job. My whole desk behind me, this whole thing that's clean now was, oh my God, there was so much crap on it. All these little pieces, I must have had 40 different bows of, just all sprawled out, and all the different ribbon things. And the next thing I knew, I was like, what is happening? Thank God I only cut out 10 cards. I think this is my favorite. I mean, I like the foldeds, but I lose sight of our regular card bases. I don't know if you guys do too. But when you use something as simple as the stencil on the back and then add the dimension of card, and this is cut in half, remember. See, it should have these bottom boxes too. But I only have the top part on this card, so I can get the happy birthday on there. So yeah, there's so much variety. The die, yes, Cynthia, the box that I made is an A1 box that Stephanie sells. And it is from a die. You cut 2 of them, one for the bottom, one for the top. And they go together super easy. It's called an A1 box. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It does not hold an A2 card, obviously. But I make A1 cards in different sizes. And, like for Christmas, I sold a lot of them. I sold 17 of these boxes that I decorated for Christmas. Like one had Santa and a sled on it. And on the inside, the 4 A1 cards that I sold were reindeers, just the reindeer heads. People scarfed those up. I did one on a Christmas tree. And then the A1 cards that were inside were presents. So yeah, it's an A1 box. It's not a box card. It's A1 box. She sells it on her website. I bought it eons ago, and they go together so fast. But I'll tell you right now, you have to use the adhesive tape on it. You can't use glue or the tape runner because it will not hold. You need that aggressive tape. Yeah. One box die set comes with 26 dies. It's got all these flowers and sayings and stuff on it that you can get. I've never used them, but I've never, like I said, I used it for Christmas and Halloween and stuff like that. But they're a nice size box. I mean, they're going to hold a little gift in there. It'll hold a small wallet, stuff like that. I decorate the insides of them for Christmas too. It says, can you use the new fold it and use the box it die? Oh, okay, Gloria. I see what you're saying. You want me to make a box it, not a box it. Yeah, I'll do that next week. I'll have some of those because that's super easy. Boxes are a breeze. They're almost as easy as the boxes. Well, guys, I'm getting that lovely cough. Some of what kind of paper, Barbara? Barbara says, oh, wow, I would love some of that kind of paper. What kind of paper are you talking about? I missed that. Okay, anybody got any other questions? So I got to make a note, make a box set again with the new birthday ones. That'll be a cute one. I knew I wanted to do these, though, for birthdays because I wanted to give people ideas of, okay, gift cards. People are tired of gift card holders. They want something different. I will put, now I'm going to go especially buy colors of tissue paper to put in them so they can have an actual. The first responder paper, I found that at this little studio that is called, in Phoenix, called Everyday Scraps of Love Outlet. They have a regular Scraps of Love store. I saw a lot of her stuff, and then they had the outlet where they were getting rid of a lot of things. Excuse me, and I'll get that again too. What I don't like about this paper, it's flimsy paper. It's not a good paper. But these kinds of things. It's called Echo Park Paper Company. Echo, ECHO Park Paper Company. And it's a 6x6 paper pad. And it has all kinds of, it's 24 sheets, front and back. Has all kinds of papers in it. But it's not Stephanie's quality. It's very thin. It's a very matte looking. It's not shiny at all. It's okay, but I found myself trying to do a lot of things to make it look a little bit better. What I liked was their extra pieces that they had, so I could, cut those up and use them. And it's basically what I did. I used her regular stuff, but they have a lot of nice little sayings. Where I pick up my nieces when they were going to private school, and when I would pick them up, there's a full-time police officer there, and crossing guard, make sure everybody stays safe. But he's an actual police officer, and so he's super good with the kids, really friendly. And I made him a card out of that first responder stuff, and I really, really liked it. So yeah, Echo Park, and they make a paper pad. I'm spoiled with Stephanie's paper pads. They're just a better quality, and hers are shiny. They're not that dull paper. It's got a nice. It's not a matte finish. I have never heard of Scan and Cut. What is Scan and Cut? And I've never worked with 12 by 12 sheets either, but Carol left me some directions on how to make some stuff like a chapstick holder and stuff like that. So I'm going to start getting that paper out and playing with that. So Danny says if you buy their 12 by 12 Cart Bella brand, it's 80 pounds. Oh, okay. At Echo Park. I need to start going through all my cardstock, and not my cardstock, but my paper pads, because I got way too many. I need to get things under control and start using a bunch. I need to start making Christmas cards, but I was really hoping, because I need to get those done now. Is Scan and Cut an online company, Mary? I'll give them a look. So their paper pads are not that cheap. I was not impressed. I think they were $8 or $9. And then, of course, they had the sale going on. So that's why I got it, because it was like 40% off. Carabella. Who's Carabella, Barbara? You guys are throwing all these names out there, and I've never heard of them. Okay, guys. We've been on for about an hour. I think we went through everything. I'll try and make some boxes next week. If there's anything else you want to talk about, shoot me an instant message on Facebook and let me know. Yeah, Barbara, it is crap. It is scrapbook paper, not cardstock. Yes, it is. Sorry about the coughing, you guys. Ken has a button he pushes. I guess there's a mute. Let me see. So, could you not hear me when I was talking a minute ago? Oh, you're welcome, Andre. I didn't even know you were on here. You were being so quiet. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. And if you do get in trouble, don't call me. I can't bail you out. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Shoot me some ideas of what you want to talk about. I'm going to make the toolbox, and I'm going to try and make some stuff that I haven't made in a long time. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in a week. Bye-bye.